Welcome back to Emotional Mojo. We all know getting organized will help us get a little bit more time to do the things that we really enjoy, but getting organized takes time. So you may not have the time to get organized. It's a vicious cycle, but definitely one that can and will be broken. So joining us now to help you develop your own personal strategy for getting organized is professional organizer Lori Allen.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. So you have a few tips on how to actually get yourself organized. And you say don't get down on yourself. Right? What does that mean?
We have a tendency to talk down to ourselves, saying, I'm not an organized person. I'm never going to be able to do this. I can't get through this. That's not true. A lot of the disorganization or organization in our lives comes from actually habits we've created that no longer work for us.
Okay.
So we can change this.
Love that. And I love your second tip, which is just turn on the music and just do it.
Right.
I can just picture myself. I
can do that. I can definitely do that.
Doing that.
Yeah, find the motivation, whatever motivates you, whether it's calming music, energizing music, just do it.
All right, and then third, the space doesn't need to look perfect. It's okay if it's just getting organized, right?
Which is a big one, actually, because today we have so many things that tell us how things should look or how they could look. But it's, as long as it fits your peace of mind, you're fine.
What about those of us who have to have it looking perfect? Like that's a problem.
What about us
professionals?
Well, it depends.
Overachievers.
It's different for everyone, so it depends where you are in the thing. If you normally have piles, it is unrealistic to think you're going to go from piles to really an organized system. It's baby steps the whole way, but it can happen.
Okay, so the first step to getting organized is going to be to set an intention. What does that mean?
So say we want to organize an office, for example. You want to close your eyes. I tell people, close your eyes, visualize. Your intention could be, I want to organize my desk.
Okay.
And you just see that space in your mind, so that anytime you get sidetracked or kind of giving up hope on it, you just close your eyes and you're back in that space
And
again.
the next thing is to set a realistic goal. So instead of saying, I'm going to organize this whole office, the goal might just be the desk.
Right. And it's also, you know, a realistic amount of time that you want. 5 minutes a day, you'd be surprised how much you can get done in a focused 5 minutes.
All right, and then that last tip is to stay focused in the room that you're working in, which is kind of what you just said.
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. So I want to get to your tips of do's and don'ts,
Okay.
because these are really good. So your first one is to get rid of anything that isn't useful, beautiful, or that brings you joy.
Right. And it's that simple. I mean, things should fall into one of those 3 categories. If they don't, let it go.
Right.
Let it
and
go.
you know, Tim, you help people to live their utmost life.
Right.
So I mean, this tip just really
I'm loving
hits me.
this. And can you organize men?
Absolutely.
Do you think it's different for real? Like, is it different to organize,
To organize men?
versus
Absolutely.
a
It's
woman?
different. Men, women, and children. Children are completely different as well.
Yes.
But it's important that everyone find their own system.
But a
and
man
work.
can still get
A
it.
man can do it.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so for Jada, this might be the next tip.
Okay.
Over-organized.
Don't over-organize, Jada.
Right.
Just like I
What
was
does that
saying.
really mean?
Well, you know, again, if you have piles in your office, to think that you're going to go to a color-coded filing system and that you're going to maintain that month after month is somewhat unrealistic. We do have to take those baby steps. So you may want to have, I mean, I'm an organizer and I put everything, believe it or not, in one box. I know where it is if I need it. 9 times out of 10, I don't need it.
What do you mean you put it in one box?
I have one box at all my files that I put everything in, all of my bills, all of my paperwork, anything that I want to keep, I put it in this one box. If I need it, I know where to go, and that's the point to being organized.
Gotcha.
I don't want to take time on any free time that I have. I don't want to take it organizing. I want
has
to
a
spend my
place.
time doing something fun.
Okay, so that's your
Yes.
next tip, is to contain things so that they're not scattered all over the place and put like items together. So you said I put all my papers together. And then you also like using a label maker, which I really enjoy.
Using a label maker, do you? And with children, it's wonderful. Actually, with everyone in the family, it's wonderful because no one can ever use the excuse of, I didn't know where it goes.
Right,
Okay. I really have a problem with the next one. Downsize.
Miss Jada.
Downsize your wardrobe, Lori. I mean, literally, we have to get rid of stuff. I mean, is that what you're saying?
Yes. So have you heard there's a little thing that I have my clients do seasonally. I like to do it, where normally we hang our clothes in our closet with our hangers, the opening facing away from you.
All right.
So at the beginning of season, you're going to turn that hanger around. So everything's going to be basically backwards. In my mind, it's backwards, right?
I know where this is going.
Yep. When you wear it, you go to hang it back up in your closet, you now turn that hanger around. So at the end of the season, it's very easy to see what you use.
So if you didn't wear it
Yes.
during that season, it's done. All right, and real
Nice.
quick, what are the 3 F's with wardrobe?
With wardrobe, it has to fit, it has to flatter, it has to make you feel like $1 million.
Or you pay it forward. See, I like
you
that.
go.
I like that idea because you're going to bless somebody else. You're going to give it to the
Absolutely.
Goodwill or somewhere else where it's fabulous on somebody
Somebody
else.
else.
Another
I like it. Fabulous.
All right, so I want to see some of your handiwork. We have a couple pictures.
Okay.
All right, so let's show the first picture here. So tell us about this room.
Okay, this is actually a family who has a small home. So they have a little boy and girl that have to share a space.
Okay.
So in the beginning, they had, those are, I think, before
Yeah.
pictures. So they had both of the beds on the same wall. They had all the toys and books and everything, and they didn't really feel like they had their own space
Their own
in their
space,
room.
right? Okay.
So we went in and shifted
So here's the after.
some things around. Where we gave her kind of her own side of the room. We put him on the other side. We gave them their own little bookshelf or end table type of thing, so they feel like it's their own space. And we moved that dresser into the closet because we were able to clear out some of the closet.
Absolutely.
And make
Fabulous. All right, so this other one, we film here in Florida, but we're nationwide, so some
Yes.
people do have basements.
Yes, this
so
is a
this
basement
is a basement.
in Connecticut.
So tell us about this
And
one.
I had never done a basement, and it was so much fun because a basement is really such great usable space.
It really is.
And it ends up just being a place where we dump a lot of our clutter and things that we're never going to use again. So I was able to take this space and transform it into something usable for them. They have a great storage space. They have a
All
little
right.
workout
Wow,
room.
look at that
Yeah, their daughter
after.
can ride her bikes down there. It's a lot of
That's
fun.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is totally
Okay, I have a question though.
unbelievable.
How long did that take?
Oh, it only took a few hours actually.
See, and that's amazing because it
Wow.
went from that clutter to,
Right.
hey, a whole different
Right,
thing.
that's why you have to just do it. Just do it. Just
Wow.
jump in.
Yeah.
You can make it happen.
All right, so that's your number one tip. Just jump
Just
in, turn on the music.
Turn on the
Music.
music.
Exactly.
Keep it
And go
pumping.
to
Do
it.
it.
Exactly.
All right, so will you stay for this next story? We're going to have some fun.
Absolutely, okay.
So a job interview is all about making a first impression, and that first impression starts sooner than you think. But have no fear here at Emotional Mojo. We're going to give you some psychological shortcuts to help you get the upper hand during an interview in a fun way. So Jada, Tim, and Lori, I'm going to show an image, and I want you to guess what the tip is for interviewing, okay? So here's the first image. All right, so what do you think this is for an interview?
Be on time.
Be on time. Yeah.
Be on time, okay. So obviously that's right, but you don't want to be too early either, and obviously you don't want to be too late.
Yes.
But if you're too early, then that shows that, like if you're 30 minutes ahead of time, that shows that you expect them to see you early and maybe you don't respect their time or something like that.
That
All right.
makes sense.
So next one, what is this one? Water.
Your attitude.
Yeah, don't be too thirsty maybe. Don't
Okay.
be over eager.
You think so?
How you receive a glass of water.
That's it, exactly. When they offer you a glass of water, what are you supposed to do? So they're looking for you to say thank you, or they're looking to see whether you accept it or not, okay? All right, one more real quick. What is this one? All right, resume on hand. What do you think?
You're professional and you're prepared.
Yes.
All right, it means that you shouldn't bring your resume out too soon. Ask for them to give it to you.
Oh, I can
All
see
right,
that.
so that was kind of fun. Okay, so when Emotional Mojo returns, one viewer is on the verge of dropping the family drama by not talking to his brother after a sibling rivalry goes to a whole new level. And a new video is making the rounds and setting the standard for living in the moment. We're going to show you the viral inspiration that might just change the way we all look at social media. But first, want another pick-me-up for the day? Take a look at this 8-year-old doing Frank Sinatra with her rendition of Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. And although